Hello folks and welcome back to Let's Play Alundra. We had just come to the Cliffs of Madness, where supposedly we were going to be all mad. Livy's Smith Shack, armor and weapon repair at Lulu Presses. There's always something down the well. Okay. Let's see what's down here. A strength elixir, which recovers HP to the max. I think we can only ever be carrying one at a time though, so we'll want to use this one very sparingly. And the slow climb up the ladder. Yes, there's totally something to the right there, but I really don't know what, because it's been a long time. Long time. This one for the volume of the game. Yeah. Well, maybe if you weren't out in the middle of nowhere. Lurvy. I reckon that tree blocked the bridge. Yep, that was the one that did the thing that made it so as we couldn't possibly come here. Okay, well, first of all, I'm totally interested in this set of armor. Yeah, steal a deal. 120 gilder. You know what? Yeah, be nice to be able to actually, you know, defend myself against things and stuff, unlike this cloth armor I freaking have. Oh, nope. That is not a fudge up that I want to make. Yep, leather armor. Trendy vest of Camois leather. Camois? It's French. But supposedly, this will also make it so as I take less damage, which will be nice. Because I take freaking like 2 damage from those goddamn gels. And I hate taking 2 damage from gels. Now the Cliffs of Madness are a little bit partial maze, partial endurance test. So it's all a matter of, you know, knowing the right directions, making sure you're jumping at the right place. And then, of course, actually making the jumps. Woo! Magic elixir. Oh, you'll see too that since we rested, our magical crystal was restored, which is awesome. Okay. This one? If I remember, there is an item that helps you with adventuring and exploration by method of creating stuff. Like you create a Wonder Essence. I think Wonder Essence actually heals both magic and health to the max. And instantly resurrects you upon defeat. Which is awesome. Alright, I think I have to... No, there's no way I'm going to be able to make that jump. And I can't jump down. Oh. Herder. This area of the game loves messing with you. Well, likes messing with me. I don't know about you guys. Gold! I wonder if I'm actually stealing that guy's life savings that he hit up here. Or when I bought that suit of leather armor, oh hey, I just made all of the gilder that I lost by coming up this direction. Alright. So, you saw that cave? That cave is where we're headed.
So that cave leads to the... Oh, wait, can I get that? No, okay. Damn it! Oh, the hell. And back again. Anyways, that cave leads to the Desert of Despair. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to get up there when it's like a little... Okay. Yep, gotta fall down there, gotta jump up here, gotta jump up here, jump up here, Do not ever let me, do rack, by the way. Alright, now, did I have to jump over here for it? No! No, it was not. I made that mistake twice now. It's gonna be an entire video just trying to get to the cave, to the, Desert of Despair again, isn't it? Well, not again, but you know what I'm saying. Going crazy.
Wonder if these are any way related to the Cliffs of Insanity from Princess Bride. Maybe a giant reference to them. To the Desert of Despair. Despair Desert, rather. Oh yeah. Doesn't this pathway just make sense? But at the same time, none at all. Well, those caves weren't much of a problem. This place. It's the reason why it's called the Despair Desert, because I hate it. Alright. Now the big thing with this place was the sand. Oh god. Well, I'm dead now, aren't I? Am I dead? Probably should be dead. Yeah. Desert of Despair is a little bit, because A, they got those guys, the orc. B, you really can't jump that high. Unless you have a very specific pair of boots. And B... Oh wait. I think what it is that I need to do is jump? No. I jump from a place up here more, don't I? Normal speed. That didn't work. You'll have to pardon me whilst I try to stumble through this part of the game too, because once again, it's another one of those "it's been so long" times since I've even last played through this part, so... Yes. Damn it! There we go. It's obviously quite the problem when you're trying to do this and all you hear is... I think that I can just proceed through here. But you'll notice over here, that's where we had entered the desert in the first place when we first came around. Now, the item that we get somewhere in here does not, sadly, allow us to... There we go. Now we get the sand cape. Doesn't seem useful at all, does it? Well, it is the gimmick for this entire freaking desert. What's it allow you to do? This. Are you gonna let me back out? the hell? Oh, I think you have to be perfectly still when you... Yeah. So, if you're holding perfectly still whilst you have the same cape equipped into your circle, then you can dive underneath the sand. If you're holding perfectly still, you can come back out. It's pretty much the whole gimmick of it. And that is what you do here. That is the sole purpose of this desert. Of course, there's also the added bonus that whilst you are underground, you do not take any damage. So now that we have that, we're actually able to proceed through the desert despair. Despair desert. Despair! Despair! It's pretty silly like that. You can pretty much remain underground as long as you want. It's just a matter of fact that, you know, you'll eventually have to come back. Yeah, see? Don't even take damage from those guys. And much like the movie Tremors, you don't actually get threatened by those guys at all unless you are on the sand. I'm sorry, what? I call shenanigans, sir. You guys saw that. I had to get a freaking special ass cape in order to get my butt from... Kind of sad thing about Bonaire, isn't it? I mean, dude spends his entire life looking for his imaginary dream girl, and really, the one girl that, you know, he would have loved to have been with was right there all the time. Mind you, she was kind of an forced insomniac due to the whole thing, but still. I suppose they would have worked a way out of it. Well, worked around it. Till one of them exploded. So yeah, there is stuff around here. But the whole point of this is to try to get through this point. And proceed through this little hedge maze. Well, little maze, because the second that you step off a screen is the second that you get returned back from whence you came. Mind you, it's not really much of a maze. It was just me being completely stupid for some reason. Yep, there we are. And you'll see the wind is actually blowing us from the left to the right. So, yeah. And the second we step in the wrong direction is the second that we get returned back here. And we gotta go through the tornado sequence, and then we gotta go back through that place. You know, I recently put up my posters in my room, and I have this picture of the Kalos region, the world of Pokemon X and Y, just over my computer and whatnot, so it's kind of just looming there, taunting me like, oh, Darius, you want to play some Pokemon, don't you? And I'm like, yes, I do. I want to play the new Pokemon. Bugger! But my wallet is like, ah, man, dude, no, you don't have time for that. You gotta try to find one of those jobs. Just like, but new games. And then I'm reminded, dude, it's not really a new game, it's a rehash of an old game that you already have. You don't even need to get all those Pokemon in the quote-unquote new games, seeing as you already have the old game. Sure, you don't have the primal versions of them. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point. I want the primal guys. I want the guys that look big and nasty and raw. Okay, so up is not the direction to go on that second screen. I think I just have to go... I'm totally gonna Bentley Hill this part.
This is the problem with doing Let's Plays of games that you've only kind of sort of done. Yeah. Yeah, I have the original Pokemon Ruby, so really I don't need to get the game of Alpha or Omega, whatever they're called. God damn it! Really, all I need to do is just transfer stuff from my Ruby to my Black and White with my DS, and then transfer it from there to my Pokebank. All that noise. Getting reminded of all the new features, and then I'm like, oh, no, I really don't play the games for the features. I play the games for the Pokemon. Alright, up isn't the direction. Right isn't the direction, so it must be. How am I supposed to get through these rocks, though? There we go. Aha! Victory! Oh, it's gonna be one of these butts, isn't it? Alright. Bring on! Oh, that was cheap. Son of a tank. Really? You really gotta keep in mind the height. Oh, come on! Okay. Is this the right way? God!
You're seeing why this is called the Despair Desert now, right? You gotta go under these. Alright, so it's not to the left, which was the direction I accidentally went. Alright, wait. Maybe it's pointing me the direction with the sand. Like, with this one, I've got to go down. I just hope it doesn't fudge me up by going and pushing me in the wrong direction. I'll get there. I can't make that. I think I could make... I probably couldn't make that jump if I'm... This is going to be yet another one of those videos where it's just me fist farting around with the goddamn physics that they have. Which, mind you, the physics aren't that bad. It's just that here, it takes a single pixel for me to be considered in air, so it'll push me in that direction. Haha! I found it! 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 Alright. Here we are at the ancient shrine. I'm gonna cut the video here because that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, and I'm gonna Benny Hill the hell out of that video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.